Alright, welcome back. Max Tornow here. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about what to do when you're just about to give up on your dream of becoming free as an online coach, as an online service provider, because sometimes it can be a hard journey. Sometimes there are setbacks. Sometimes you doubt yourself. Sometimes others doubt you, and there's a lot of inner resistance that we feel. And you might be in a situation right now where you think things are tough and you don't have the amount of freedom that you would like to have yet, and you don't know what to do and you feel a little lost. So I thought, we're here at a nice restaurant, we just ate a little bit with the team. Let's talk about it, share a little bit about that wisdom.
Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a boring dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money, and just enjoying life? No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you, so here's to your freedom.
So the first thing that I want to talk about here is others have doubted you before, okay? Others have doubted you before, you may have doubted yourself before, but you still were able to pull it off, okay? And this could be something small, like a kid in elementary school said you couldn't run as fast as they could, and you did it, right? It could be something bigger. Maybe your parents told you you're never going to be able to do X, Y, Z, and then you did it, Like I remember for me, I always wanted to become good at playing guitar, and a lot of people said, oh, you can't do it, you don't have a guitar teacher and stuff like that. And I did get a really great guitar teacher, and I did become really good at it. Nowadays I play hobby-wise. I had an injury, but still, what I want you to do basically is I want you to think about all the times where someone has doubted you and where you have doubted yourself, but you were still able to go out and pull it off, even if it's something small, right? I want you to think about these things. That does something really beautiful. It helps your brain literally provide real life proof to yourself that things are possible despite doubts happening, okay? And this is really, really key. The next point is that I want to talk about here is you're not alone. You are not alone. You're not the first person who's facing doubt from themselves or doubt from others. You're not the first person who has that problem. In fact, my first business, the dating advice / personal development advice, we would always be talking about the more unique a problem seems, the more universal it is. Meaning, the more you think you're the only one who's suffering from that problem, the more likely it is that it is very common and a lot of people actually have that problem. So, there's this frustration that goes along with not knowing what to do, the self-doubt, the fear that goes along with that. All these emotions are very isolating, okay? Meaning you feel those emotions and they instantly have something about them that makes you feel like you're alone. You're alone on this planet, nobody's there to help you, nobody's there to support you. And then obviously along with that isolation, with that feeling of isolation goes a feeling of shame. You're literally feeling ashamed now because you look out the window or you look at your family and your friends and they're like, they don't have these doubts. They seem to be doing well. Why can't I be normal? Why can't I do this? Why is it so hard for me? Why do I keep failing? And again, you're not alone. I have these doubts. I still do. I'm running a successful business, I'm making my 7 figures a year. But I still have these doubts. In fact, I think these doubts are the very thing that make us human. So instead of thinking you're the only one and shaming yourself, look out the window, walk down the street, and kind of project onto other people thinking like, yeah, they're doubting themselves as well, because they all do, right? Now, the thing is too, if you have someone in your life that is where you want to be, if you have a mentor, if you have someone that you look up to that you can talk to them. This is really, really key. And I have a lot of great mentors myself, and obviously, I make my money with mentoring other people, so I'm biased, but it is huge. It is really, really huge to have someone in your life that is where you want to be, that has doubted themselves, that has experienced the mistakes that you are making right now as well. They can say, hey, you got this. Here's the path to the promised land, if you will, right? I literally had that conversation yesterday with a client of mine, and he also said he wanted to change his niche so badly, and he seemed so determined. He's like, Max, I'm informing you, I'm changing my niche. I know I'm not supposed to, but I'm just telling you this. And I'm like, wait. Don't change your goddamn niche. Why are you doing that? And like, so I made that decision. I was very rigid. I talked to him a little longer, 10, 15, 20 minutes. And as we talked, it turns out that he had all this harboring self-doubt about his niche. Even though he already was making money, he already made his very first clients after a couple of weeks, which is like proof that the concept works, proof that what he's doing actually works. And the self-doubts became very loud, just like now on the neighboring table. And then it turns out that the self-doubts came because others doubted him. His family doubted him, and his family comes from a very classic background of like 9-to-5 job, don't do something proper, why are you doing this internet business thing? So he had these doubts in himself as well, and I said, hey, okay, your family has that opinion now, but we're your family now. We're, at least in the entrepreneurial sense, we're your family now. And whenever you have self-doubts, don't listen to them, don't listen to the naysayers, listen to us. And I know that on the surface level we'll help you with the technical stuff, and we help you make money, but if you ever lack the spirit behind things, if you ever lack the belief in yourself, goddamn, let me know. Let us know. The coaches, the experts, Nikita, Joseph, me, everybody is going to be on your side, and we'll rip out these doubts out of your spirit, out of your mind, and we'll put new self-beliefs into you. We're here for you. And it was so amazing to see the client just like lighten up from that, and to see like that was exactly the thing that was holding him back. So if you have a mentor, bottom line, go talk to your mentor. You're not alone. They're there. They've probably had that problem already before. All right. And the thing too is, and by the way, on the side note, I want to plug that in here. We're always hiring. Okay, our team is expanding so massively. So if you want to live and work together with us in Kiev, you want to learn more about making money, about sales, and you want to be part of an A-player team where everybody supports each other. We just talked about that off camera. Then go check out the link down in the description below. You click that link, and it shows you all the positions that are open and how you can apply to all these things. It's a really, really great little plug-in that I wanted to do here. The thing is too, self-doubt often comes from the doubt if you're on the right path. Okay, and I've noticed that too, like I still have my fair share of self-doubts, but I had way more. It was way stronger when I wasn't sure if what I'm doing is actually going to work. Where I would, try to figure things out myself, and I'm like, okay, is this the way? I read it in a book, then I saw something else in a different book, and I'm confused, and I hope this is the way, and there was all the self-doubt, right? And you've heard me talk about this before. Whatever you can't believe in yourself, it's not a big problem. At least believe in a proven path, in the very structure, in the process brings you somewhere. So if you follow a proven path that has been proven to work for people over and over again from all kinds of different backgrounds, all kinds of different niches, then it is very, very, very likely that it will work for you as well. So while you might doubt yourself a little bit, at least you can trust in the process, in that proven path, and that gives you enough trust to actually execute and get results. And the more results you're getting, the more results you're banking, meaning you're making money, you're helping people with your first couple clients, the more you can nurture away the self-doubt and nurture this really strong self-confidence. So, at this level where some of my clients are, or where I am, like, we feel the self-doubt, but we don't care. We still know we can execute the right things, right? Which you could even interpret as self-confidence, just like knowing that it's going to work out anyway. And the thing too is, like we've talked about the next point so many times, it's you don't even need to be perfect. Okay, who says that you have to feel perfect about everything? Who says that you have to feel perfectly no doubt at all? Who says that you got to be never failing and always do everything correctly? Nobody says that, right? Even if you follow a proven path, you're going to mess it up every now and then. Again, if you ideally have a mentor, you can ask them for feedback to adjust the way. But perfectionism literally keeps you from making money. Perfectionism keeps you from starting in the first place. So realize that you don't have to be perfect. Just get started. Find a way to get paid in the process. Many of my clients are not perfect at all in what they're doing. They're not perfect at selling. They don't have perfect business knowledge anyway, but they're getting paid as they're acquiring it, which is a nice way to acquire knowledge and experience right to getting paid, right? So also on a side note here, check out our podcast. We just launched a podcast. We have like a couple episodes up right now, Nikita Gunkowicz and me. If you feel like our YouTube videos are a little too shallow, you want to go more in depth, that podcast is for you. We're going to add a link down in the description below as well. We've also been told that it's very, very entertaining. which is something amazing. People really love tuning into that, if you're commuting or in the gym or something like that. It's a short and to the point podcast episodes, only like 10-15 minutes per episode. It's really, really great stuff. And to wrapping things up, I want you to do the following. I've talked all about your own self-confidence, where self-doubt comes from. I've told you that you're not alone, about the emotions that are very isolating. I want you to do the following. I want you to do a thought experiment, literally right now, right as you're watching this video. And I want you to ask yourself, what would you do if you weren't afraid? What would you do if you weren't afraid what others think of you? If you weren't afraid of disappointing, if you weren't afraid of failing, if you weren't afraid what your friends and family might say, what would you do? Just imagine a perfect scenario where you just wouldn't have the fear for whatever reason. What are the things you would be doing? What would you be doing heading out into the world? What kind of business would you start? What kind of dreams would you allow yourself to work towards? And that, my friend, is something you gotta ask yourself every single day. What would you do if you weren't afraid? And this is something I instill in my team members. This is something I instill in my clients. This is something I instill in myself. I'm just asking myself, like, why wouldn't I be able to do that? All right, I might be afraid, but if I weren't afraid, what would I do? What would hold me back if achieving XYZ things? And then I go out and I do it. It's at the time of the recording of this video, the year is going to an end. I'm like, I have done so many amazing things this year, things that I would have never thought are possible. Hell, I've done so many amazing things in the last decade, things that I would have never thought are possible. I come from a 5,000 people cow town in the middle of the Austrian Alps. It's not necessarily a place full of opportunity. But the dreams that I've had back then were so small, so insignificant. The dreams that I bestowed upon myself once I started dreaming big and saying, what would I do if I weren't afraid, were so big and so unreal, and they seemed so goddamn impossible. I still reached them. And that is really, really amazing. And no day, no night passes where I'm not eternally grateful, where I'm not saying thank you to God, the universe, karma, Odin, whatever, of being able to live this life. And I want you to do that too. I want you to be grateful for the amazing things you've achieved that you would have never thought are possible. And I just wanted to leave that here. When you say you're ready to get started, when you say, if I weren't afraid, I would work on that freedom of mine. I would say yes to freedom, would say yes to being able to travel the world, to being my own boss. When that is you, once you made that decision, you can go ahead and book a free consultation call, either with me directly or with an expert from my team. And on that call, we're going to basically work step by step together with you, coming up with a plan in your specific situation on how you can start becoming free, build your own freedom online business as an online coach or online service provider. All you have to do for that is, I'll also put that link in the description below. Click that link for the free consulting call in the description. Link brings you to a page. Read what's on that page because it's important information for you to get started. And then at the bottom of that page, you fill out the application. It takes you 2 minutes to fill that out. And then you can book the exact date and time where you want us to call you. The call is entirely for free, no hidden fees whatsoever, but it is only for action takers, only for people who really want it, only for people who really want to see results and actually make it happen. No dabblers, no people who want to make money quick scheme or something like that, only people who want to build something legit. Alright? So if you already have a skill, you want to learn how to monetize it, that call is for you. If you like the idea of being free, but you have doubts, you don't know what exactly it is that you could be doing, that call is for you as well. We'll analyze your strengths. We can tell you what exactly your options are, what goals you can achieve with that. We know the market. We can tell you what exact model fits good for you, fits well for you. And obviously also if you're already making some money, but it's not enough, you want to make more, you want to make it more consistently, you want to scale it, that call is also for you. So again, link down in the description below. Those calls, the slots for these calls fill up very, very fast. We've just talked about this on the way here. The channel is absolutely blowing up, which is kind of crazy because I'm not really making mainstream friendly content, but more and more people are jumping on the opportunity of getting that free consulting call. So if the link still works, that means we still have a spot open for you. So take action, go take advantage of that wonderful opportunity as long as it's there. Maybe talk to you very, very soon. Thank you so much. GG.